Hello, in this video we will talk about using R to do repeated measures ANOVA. So we know ANOVA from the previous videos. It is a test, hypothesis test, to say if the dependent variables with respect to treatment group factor are the same for all subjects. And repeated measures ANOVA is to test the treatment with respect to different values from a factor, and this is for the within group. And usually we will also add a between group factor. So between group factor is just the one factor ANOVA we have seen in the previous videos. So if there is a within group and between group factors, both two factors in ANOVA test, so this is called a mixed model ANOVA. And next we will show an example using data CO2 from R. So we see this data. So CO2 is a data frame showing about 84 observations. Actually, this is a long form data. So actually the subject is not 84, it's only about 10 to 20. Because this is to measure the plant. So this is the same plant in the, this is the Quebec. And for MN is for the Mississippi. So this is two types of plants, Quebec and Mississippi, or the north and south different plants, and to measure the uptake levels with respect to treatment and CONC condition. So here we just use the type as a main factor, as a between group factor. So we will take the type, different types of plants, and dependent variable is uptake. If this kind of ANOVA it is just a one factor ANOVA, right? But we just can skip over this treatment level here, because we will focus on the CONC as a within group. So for each subject, we will also has different values of CONC. They will get a different uptake. So the situation a little complicated. So for one subject, there's a type, and this type is a between group factor, right? And for each plant also has different levels of CONC, and they also have uptake different levels. So in this kind of ANOVA, it is a mixed model, because there is a between group and a within group. Then we'll get an uptake. So this is a dependent variable with respect to two variables, independent, CONC and type. But type is a between group and CONC is a within group, because this is for each subject, same subject will have different values. Actually this is a long form data. So if usually we collect the data for the wide form, so the form of the data frame may look like plant and the type and the treatment and CONC1, CONC2, CONC3, the uptake 1, uptake 2, uptake 3. This is a very wide form. But if you want to do the mixed models or repeated measures ANOVA, have to transform the data frame into long form. So this is the long form has been done. Then next we will select, because we will skip over this treatment type. We only focus on one treatment, chilled, but do not want to this variable as a factor in ANOVA. We will do not use this variable as ANOVA. We just select this one, then use a subset. So we will show the data frame of WIBI So WIBI has the same format as the original CO2. It's just select from 22 to 84 observations in the data frame. Plant type treatment CONC uptake, right? So it's clear. But we do not use this one. We will focus on type and CONC as the factor, and this is dependent variable. So next we will commit an ANOVA with the mixed model, or two factors. Two factors, but one factor is between group factor and one factor is within group factor. So we will assign the result to the fit, then use AOV function. The uptake at the left side of this tilt, this is dependent variable. Then on the right side, we will use the multiplication or the star of these two variables. Then we will set within group first, these two, and type is the between group. Then we will add an error option with the plant. Plant is for the type plant, because plant has different values, right? QC1, QC different values. Plant as CONC divided by CONC, then WIBI. This is the data frame. Then we show the results. So the ANOVA results, we'll see two main factors. So this is the first factor, type, and is significant. So this is said different types will have different values of uptake, right? So this is the one factor. If this is one factor, is significant. And second table is for another factor. This is the within group factor, CONC, is also highly significant. And there is an interaction for the type and CONC. Also significant. So this means controlling for type, then each CONC will have different values for the uptake, and vice versa. Controlling for the CONC, different type will have different values for each values of CONC. So this is the main results of these two-factor ANOVA, say the mixed model. Then we will show several summary data of CO2. First, load the library of dplyr. Then we will create a plot data frame using dplyr's pipeline. So CO2 passed to group by function by these two factor, then passed to summarize function, and we will create mean value of uptake in this data frame by different combinations of CONC and type. So it is created if we show this plot data. So it's quite here, CONC and type and mean value of uptake. 3 columns. Then we will load the library ggplot2 to visualization. Then ggplot2 for the plot data, and x-axis is CONC, y is the mean take, here mean take, right? Then group by type, and the color also by type, and the line type, the type. Then we will create point figure plus a line figure, and with a seam and with the label. So this plot is quite clear, which means Fourth, these two lines represent two type, right? So this is the main factor for the type. They have different, very clear different levels, different values of the uptake. And for each within this group value, they also little different for the different values of C and C, right? Little up,